Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. We are going to talk about my Pan That Face palette for 2024. Whoop, whoop. As you guys know, I started my Tarteist contour palette in 2022 and I completed it in November of 2023. And when I start something, I just want to continue moving on with those palettes or that palette that I'm using. So in saying that, I want to talk to you about what I plan on panning for 2024 for face palettes. So, and yes, it is plural. I'm going to be working on plural face palettes. So the first face palette that I'm bringing in is the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Palette. It's a contour highlight palette. I've had this since probably 2015 and I used it quite a bit. I made a few dips and then I put it back because I didn't want to use it up, which is ridiculous. I bought it to use it. So I am going to be bringing this in. The starting weight is 220 grams, 0.28, or I guess 220.28 grams. And then this is what the inside is looking like right now. I'm going to take pictures of everything just after I show you guys everything that I'm using, like just after I finish this video, and I will be cleaning up the palettes eventually. So I know I do see a lot of kick up and everything, but eventually I will clean all of that up. I'm not really sure how well you're going to be able to see the palettes right now, but I have a huge dip going in this one for sure. I could probably hit pan, I want to say relatively quickly on that one. I also have a good dip going on this one, so these two I could probably hit pan. That being said, there's a lot of product left. A lot of product. So this one has a significant dip as well, but not nearly as much as this one. And again, this one has a little bit of a dip as well. This dark one does not have a dip at all, but I have used it, but I can still see the grid marks from when they pressed the palette originally. And then this one I use quite often in the summertime because I feel like it is supposed to be brightening, but when I'm like almost 5 shades or more deeper than I am right now, like I get very dark in the summer. So this will do me really well. And then once I use up these contour, like these two contour powders, I will probably mix this with this one and then I'll work on a different under eye setting powder or something, but I will need to do this like I did with the other one in the other palette. These two work well for me right now. I want to say the top row here, these ones are a total weight of 2.3 grams of product each right in here. And then the larger contour shades are 4.5 grams of product each. That's a lot of product. A lot. Significantly more than it was in my Tarte contour palette. So I definitely will need to hustle. That being said, excuse me, that being said, I have a feeling I could hit pan in this one probably within the first 2-3 months. If I'm aggressive and I focus my brush, I could probably hit it by the end of January. But I'm certainly going to try to hit pan because I want to start off strong. So just so you guys are aware, I have been using this a little bit in the month of December just to kind of get the feel back for it, and it's so good. I don't have it on today. I'm actually using just a bronzer today just because I wanted to actually see what I felt about that other one, but I have been using this probably a handful of times or more in the month of December and I love it. It's so good, and it's so sad to see products go and get used, but it's time. So let's go ahead and talk about the next palette that I'm bringing in. The next one that I want to bring in is the Tarte Skin Twinkle Lighting Palette. And this one I wasn't going to bring in, and I'm not going to be aggressive about this one because on the inside there are 2 large highlighter palette or highlighter shades. Like they're huge. Okay, so the large pans are 5.7 grams each. 5.7. And the small one in the middle, which is just a setting powder, I'll show you in a second, but that one is 2.4 grams. So these ones are 5.7, and the one in the center, that's just like a matte, it's just like a setting powder, really beautiful setting powder, finely milled. I just kicked up a lot of product there. That one is 2.4. So this one I can definitely get out reasonably, but I will be, of course, focusing on these ones first. And it's going to be really hard for me to not use my Givenchy Prism Libre palette, or this one I'll show you. I want to call it a palette because I'm dealing with palettes right now and my brain is kind of tired. But this one has, so I'll swatch these for you. It'll be a little bit easier to show you what I'm working with here. So this one here is called Sunlight, and it is just a really beautiful sort of lit from within glow, really gorgeous, beautiful highlighter. The middle shade is, you'll be able to see that as well. That is just a nice setting powder, which I can use up, I want to say, relatively quickly. And then the other highlight is like boom in your face. Like you can see this one's nice, but this one is like boom. So I have a subtle highlight and a not so subtle highlight. And I think I'm going to be really excited about getting to use these. This one I will plow through, no problem. So I should focus on it, but I will definitely need to use the other palette as well, because that'll be more of a focus. This I'm not like heavily focusing on because I want to work through some of my other highlighters in my collection just to like touch them and see what I feel about them and stuff. So none of this stuff is going to be done probably in 2024. I could maybe finish a pan or something like that, but I have a feeling I'm just going to be focusing on hitting pans and graduating the pans a little bit. But I have a feeling I'm not going to be flying through anything. So I will be continuing using the stuff that I'm bringing in until they're done. They're just going to stay until they're done. Stupidly, I'm bringing in a third face palette. I know, ridiculous, but I'm bringing in the Tarte Color Wheel because I hate this packaging. I hate it. Why? Why do this? It just rolls around. I don't lay it down. No. Stupid. So I'm bringing this in, but it has 8 blushes and 2 highlighters. So I think my goal for this one will be to try to hit pan at least, or get some use for 2024. Maybe not pan, but some use. But these I want to use up as fast as I can. So I will be focusing on those, and I will swatch these for you. So I'll swatch the highlighters first. This one is Crafty. And you can see it's just a really beautiful shade. It sort of matches this other one up here. It's not so blinding. It just lit from within glow. And then this one is deeper. So this one will match me in the summer. So this one is definitely going to be good for my summertime shade. And I'll heavily focus on it then. But we have more of a plum, like a burnt rose / plummy kind of side. And then the other side, this is going to infuriate me very quickly. I know I'm going to just pull that thing right out. But this side is a little more sort of melon, coral, pink, that kind of thing. So I have used a little bit, like this one right here, almost the whole top is worn off. And a couple of these are like very firmly pressed. These two I have used and they don't even look like they've ever been used before, but they're probably my favorite colors in the whole palette. So I could focus on those, but this is a lot. So the starting weight on this one is 113.33 and the starting weight on this one is 131.84. The grams for this one each is 2.4 grams on every single one of these. And I had one like this, but I think it was I don't think it was 2.4. I think it was 4.5 grams of product in the other circle palette that I had like this. I'm pretty sure, but maybe it was 2.4. Anyway, it will take me a while to even complete one. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to hit pan on any of these. That being said, this one right here, if I heavily focus on it, it's a really beautiful color. If I really focus on it, I think I could probably get a significant dip because it's not dusty, but like a little bit more malleable than the other firmly pressed pans. So that will be my focus. That being said, this is a lot of product, but I need to work on 3. They need to be consistently in my Pan That palette area so that I can see them all the time and know to grab them and touch them. And it starts now. It starts now. Like, it's gonna be December 30th when I post this, but I'm so excited. That's the day I'm gonna start using them. I mean, literally, it's going to be like one day, and I'm probably not going to use all of these. So, I mean, one use, like for before the new year. Don't come for me, okay? So, very excited. This is a lot of product. I'm kind of scared at the same time. If I don't just jump in and I don't give myself a big challenge right off the bat, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's just going to sit there. They're just going to sit there. I was going to use this one here. I'll show you. I was going to use this blush palette from Tarte. I wanted to. But people in the comments when I was asking you guys were saying, get rid of this because you hate the packaging. And I hate the packaging. This, I don't hate this at all. I actually love this. It's convenient. It's really good, like, quality. I love the fact that there's a mirror in here. I taped the thing that goes in there. I taped it on the mirror, but I could easily take that off and take this traveling with me. And I don't mind the product in here. So the reason I'm using this is because I want to use things that I enjoy, and I really enjoy this. I love Tarte products, but I've had these for so long. They need to start getting used. But this one was probably the first one I ever got, and this was 2015. I think this one was 2017. I'm not sure. I want to say 2017 for this one, but I know this was 2015. So, and this one has like the greatest shade in it. Plus this one, actually, they're all really good. They're all really, really good. But anyhow, this one is also 4.5 grams each. These ones are 2.4, 2.5, 2.4. So I thought it would make me feel more accomplished if I can complete one that's like half the size of one of those. So I think I'm going to do that. That'll be my goal for myself. It's a lot of work, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm so pumped, and I really hope you guys cheer me on. You can tell I'm like, am I talking myself out of this at this moment? I'm not even sure, but sorry about all the stuff over here. I know there's like faces staring at you, but my husband's sitting over there, and I know he doesn't want to be on screen. So, yeah, this is what I'm doing. So the Kat Von D Shade and Light, I'll show you them all one more time. We have the Tarte Skin Twinkle Lighting Palette, which again, I'm not planning on like totally completing it all. Maybe this shade, but. And this one, I want to complete all of it. So these will take some time. You know what? I'm just going to rip this out right now. I already feel better. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. I am pumped for the new year and for getting all of this started, and I cannot wait to see how it goes. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey, starting with this journey with me. I hope you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.